Hey guys, what is up? So it's been a long time since I've posted anything on my channel, so I thought I'd start off posting again by doing a little video on what's on my iPhone. So I'm going to go over my top tweaks and what I have installed currently on my phone, and hope you enjoy. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. So today we are going to go over the tweaks I have installed on my iPhone 6s. Hope you enjoy. And this is on iOS 10.2, but should work for any version of iOS 10 and a lot of other versions of iOS. So to start it off, I have the tweak called Cylinder. There used to be an old tweak called Barrel that is basically the same thing with less features and less animations, but just the scrolling effect right here, that is thanks to Cylinder. If you've ever seen someone jailbroken, this is usually like the first thing they ever install. So nice little simple thing going on there. Next up we have a tweak called Iconizer. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, so you can try to do this without force touch maybe. And once you get it into the wiggle mode, go here and replace from photo library. Just pull up a random photo from your photos and hit save. And your app icon will change to whatever you set it to. So you can just download a cool image for your app icon off the internet and then just skin it with that. You can also do themes through Winterboard, but if you want to do your own theme from scratch and don't want to develop an actual tweak, then you can use this. If you want to change it back to what it originally was, just hit Restore Original and decide if you want to keep your picture in the icon library or just remove it. I don't need it, so back to normal. Next we have Status Fall 2. This one is super awesome. If you don't have it and you're jailbroken, I don't know why you don't have it, because without it, it is so annoying. If you're in YouTube or something and you go to change your volume, you get the giant thing in your face showing you like what your volume's at, and it takes a few seconds to disappear, which is super annoying. So with Status Fall 2, your volume indicator goes up here. You can see it change, you can customize it a little bit, and then it disappears just right after that. Next up is Noctis. This adds kind of a dark mode kind of look to your iPhone. So all of these right here are darker. My control center has a little dark transparent look to it. So this is what it normally would look like along with these, and with Noctis on. It goes back to the dark mode. It's kind of a nice look if you have a dark vibe going on or you just kind of want to do that to your phone. Next we have Color Flow 3. This has been updated multiple times for different versions of iOS, but this one works with my version iOS 10. So whenever you play a song, it will pull colors from your album artwork and match it right here in your music app. So if I go here, we get a nice purple, get a gray, and yeah, it's a really nice look. Not only is it just on your music app, but it is also on your lock screen. So as you can see, it's changing when I go through different songs, so it's pretty neat. Next we have Dock. This relies on Activator, so you can set custom gestures on your phone. So for example, right here I have a swipe up and we get this, which is the tweak Dock. So you can add your favorite apps here and you can see what apps you have running in the background right here, and just tap one and it jumps right into whatever you have set, which is pretty simple and pretty cool. Next we have Nude Keys. This one's really nice, and right here you can see I have a gradient look on my keyboard. You can change two different colors for the gradient. I don't know if they do solid colors. I guess you could do a solid color if you select the same color for top and bottom, but the gradient look is just really nice and kind of adds to the vibe of your theme you got going on in your phone. Next we have Liberty. This one is just really straightforward. It blocks jailbreak detection on certain apps. So for example, if you have Super Mario Run and you're jailbroken, you'll notice it is crashing. If you have this tweak installed and you toggle it on for which app is crashing, it should bypass the jailbreak detection and let you run the app just like normal. Next we have Classic Folders. This kind of just gives you a throwback kind of look to the iOS 6 days. You can add even more icons and stretch it out farther than the stock folders on your iOS. So as you can see, it goes a lot farther down. I haven't taken advantage of it, but if you wanted to pull it a lot farther so you don't have to page your folders, then that's an option. Next up we have Color Badges. This is obviously just like all the other ones, a pretty simple and straightforward tweak. It pulls the color from your app icon, kind of like Color Flow for your music app, and changes your badge from like a red to whatever that color is. Nice little look. There might be options to configure, but just by default it does that and looks pretty nice. Next up we have Cover Flow M. This tweak I requested over on Twitter. It used to be on iOS 6 all the way up to 8.3, and it was kind of one of my favorite features of having an iPhone, and they took it away, so glad this is back. So if you put your phone in portrait mode, you get back the old kind of look at the music app. You can pinch to zoom or pinch to pull out even farther. It's not perfect. You have a little black bar over here, but then again, this is a beta tweak. Next up, we have Flip Control Center. So on your control center, instead of the normal 5 toggles that you have by default, as you can see, I've added a low power mode right here, which by default is not there. So if you scroll over, you can see even more options for toggles, like Noctis right here. You can turn it on and off, but I have it right here. And down here I added a respring, settings, timer, all sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of customizing you can do with that inside the settings app. This one I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but it's kind of just a nice touch for the holidays. It's called Snowverlay, kind of like overlay, but with snow obviously. So you can go in here, enable it, and get snow on your home screen. Not only is it just your home screen, it is also your lock screen, which with this tweak I will explain in a minute. It looks really really cool. This tweak is a tweak I have been wanting for a really long time. There used to be an older one kind of like this that was never updated for iOS 10, but this one came out not too long ago called Weather Lock. So it pulls the little weather animation from inside your weather app. So when you go to check the weather, you can see there's kind of gray clouds here, but on your locked screen you will also see that. So right there, we have the gray clouds. If the weather changes outside and it starts raining, rain will start falling down. Or I believe you can just set it to whatever kind of weather you want and it will stay like that all the time. Next up, we have adaptive apps. You can already see it working in the background. It just pulls whatever your wallpaper is and blurs it in the background within settings, contacts, and messages. So pretty simple, but really nice. Another small tweak we got here is Biggie Small CC, which is standing for Control Center. So if you have music playing in your Control Center on the second page, normally this wouldn't be as big as it actually is, but with this tweak enabled, your album artwork gets a little bit bigger than it normally would be within stock iOS. Next tweak is Tap Tap Flip. This is for all you Snapchat lovers out there. So if you open your camera application and double tap, it will flip your camera around just like Snapchat. Next up, we have Springtomize 4. This has a lot of features packed into it, so you can customize a lot of things going on your phone. So for example, on the animations, I have old TV turned on for my lock animation. So if I lock my phone, we get that nice little old TV lock animation, or you can switch it out for anything else. For example, explode. And there's so much you can do with it, so go through and mess around with that. Next, we have Lyric, I believe it's how you pronounce it. This pulls up lyrics on your Spotify app, your music app, anything like that within the music app and the lock screen. It's a little buggy on the lock screen, but if I'm playing a song and tap on the album artwork, it will pull the lyrics up real quick. And yeah, it's been pretty accurate so far. I haven't had any issues with it, besides it's not the best on the lock screen, but it seems to work with pretty much all of my music. And then last but not least that I'm going to go through today, we have CC Record. And right here on your control center, like you saw earlier, you can tap that. It'll start screen recording just like iOS 11. And pull back up, tap on it, and go to your Photos application, and you will see the screen recording. And then if you want to, you can go through and trim out the end where you pull up the control center. So thank you guys for watching this video. It's been the first video in a while. Obviously it's not perfect, and I'm trying to take advantage of my new setup with the microphone and lighting I just got, if you notice the quality bump in my video here. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like the video, share with any of your friends that are jailbroken and would enjoy this, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Thanks. Peace.